So 5 minutes of time is over. Please take your seats because we will be welcoming the participant of relation contest. Olечka, please welcome to the stage our first participant of relation contest, Olha Shapovaliuk.
Guys, do you want to become #1 speaker? Raise your hand who wants. Yes, everybody does. So in case you really want to do that, let's recall the speech provided for us by Yaroslav. And when talking about it, let's take a look at this amazing testimony here. There are three places here. And those are the places for those amazing themes Yaroslav used in his speech, so you can use in your speeches as well to become #1 speaker. Let's start with false expectations created in this speech. From the very beginning, Yaroslav created this atmosphere of winning something, be the first one, that eventually turned into some diseases that can harm people, and #1 disease in the world that causes death among people. Here, we expected something, but he eventually turned it with the tone of voice and presented the crucial topic. Second, take a look and recall Yaroslav's reactions, because when starting the speech, he started talking about something, presented his topic, and eventually someone asked to turn the light, someone asked to correct the light so everything was visible. Yaroslav stepped in and without even stopping talking, he turned the light and he kept talking without losing his mind, without losing his train of thoughts. That was very professional, Yaroslav. And the most important thing here, that was the interaction with the audience. Guys, if you do want to become the best speaker, learn how to do that by asking questions, by giving the commands, by interacting and correcting the audience. Even you create this atmosphere of engagement that the speaker, not only the speaker is talking, and it's not even a lecture, but it's a dialogue between the audience and the one who is in stage. It's a dialogue that can be used in your speeches. Think about that as well. So we've talked about those 3 things to become #1 speaker, but reaching only #1 is not enough. You need to get a prize, yes, to a golden cup or a medal, golden one. So to do that, think about why you deliver this speech. Because, okay, everybody knows that this disease is #1 that causes death. But what is your interest in this one? You care about people, you had someone in your family, you had something yourself, God forbid. So think about why you deliver that. When you deliver this message, you will be able not only be the one, but got the prize, got the medal, and got huge rounds of applause among the audience. Thank you.
Thank you, Ola. 1 minute of silence. Minute of silence is over. please welcome to the stage next participant, who is Nataly Parubocha.
What first word that popped up in my mind as an impression was unexpected. An unexpected yet very significant subject of the speech. An unexpected sad event that might have happened to many people, to many of us. An unexpected twist that made Yaroslav after his opening. His opening was sketchy about the first being first and so on, and then there is the thing in which you wouldn't like to be the first. And then he, in a very structured way, in a very clear manner, explained to us his message. He conveyed it in a very structured thing. First, he explained to us what is it, actually, this heart attack. Then how it shows, how our body shows us that it is happening, and how to avoid it, how to make our lives longer without this sad event. And that was amazing, because there was the idea in this speech, there was the clear structure and clear points to explain everything to us, and that was a strong call to action. And this topic concerns everyone in this audience, moreover everyone in our country, because we fall in that group of European people who can suffer from this. What I also like, that the opening about being at the first place was tied up with the ending. That is amazing, and that is a strong point of here. The speech was well rehearsed. The speaker is from the Ukrainian speaking club. He doesn't practice every Sunday or every week speaking English, and that was amazing that he rehearsed the speech really well. To make the pauses shorter, I would have suggested to Yaroslav to rehearse 2 times more, to make it even more perfect. And I like the pieces of advice. Call to action is always a strong thing here. The gestures were descriptive, manner was great. What would I also suggest here? To sometimes change the pace of speaking faster, speaking more slowly, and tone of voice to grab even more attention. And there were natural gestures here. I would suggest to make them even more descriptive. Yaroslav was showing hands and so on, but to show the heart attack and so on. The only thing I liked here was an example or a story to make it even more descriptive. All in all, I liked that speech and looking forward to hear it again, probably.
Thank you, Nataly. 1 minute of silence. Minute of silence is over. Now I'm welcoming next participant to the stage, Lesia Yurchyshyn. Please welcome. Lesia Yurchyshyn is her evaluation.
Thanks a lot.
Honestly, dear audience, dear our secret speaker, who are not now secret, it was a great honor to evaluate your speech this, because I will continue. When I just hear that Yulia asked you to go to the stage, honestly, I expect that it will be something humor. It will be something about jokes like assurance manner you always presented us here, but you showed another kind of speech at all. It was so informative and so, how to say it, like strict to some rules we had during the international speech contest. It was very engaged with the topic, with really like we all aware now in our ages as well. It was very it used a lot of sources of information, so you presented us about some interesting facts about how to prevent it, about what to do in case it happens to you. So it was like another Yaroslav Chudai on the stage, and it was a big like miracle we all see today in the stage. So first of all, I wanted to say thank you for choosing especially this topic and especially this manner of providing the speech. It was very unusual and very informative for all of us. Another thing, of course, it was very engaging with the audience. You started with the questions and you continued to ask questions to like help you to maintain your speech new meaning and maybe for more, much more remembrance of what you are saying about. It was very good, this part, and I just maybe some recommendation at the end, ask audience, so now you know a lot about heart attack, so raise your hand in case you're pretty sure what to do in this, and it will be like some summation of everything you talk to us, and also like continuing the way of interacting with audience in the end. Also, I point another one recommendation. You miss some special medical terms, and maybe it will be better to have this them on write down on some piece of paper or maybe on your hand, and it helps you not to sticking on the stage and remembering this, but like immediately told others. But in the other hand, a lot of us don't know such specific medical terms, so maybe it was also good to hear them in Ukrainian and them in English at all. Also, I thought about maybe some personal story or etc., but then I understand that without personal story, this speech was so informative as it was so no personal story at all. To sum up, thanks you for such informative, useful speeches and interaction with audience. It was a great honor.
1 minute of silence.
Я вже можу виходити, так? Ще є час, в принципі, там.
Ще не виступай. Ще не запрошую.
А, я ще не запитаю. Ще минутку. Зберися з руками.
One minute of silence is over. Please welcome to the stage next participant of elevation contest, Vasyl Korchynskyi. Vasyl Korchynskyi.
Thank you very much. I would love to zoom out like that. Okay, so I would like to start with what this speech reminded me about. It seemed like it's a clickbait video or post on the news site with good name, but very important stuff behind. When you click on that clickbait post, sometimes you don't know what is behind. Sometimes it's trash, sometimes it's something important. It was the second case, so I'm happy because of that. So we didn't have this wasted time, because it was very important speech about very important topic. In my evaluation, I would like to focus on two things: what and how. What? This is very important topic about heart attack. Number one problem we have to resolve, and resolving by prevention is the most probably effective way for doing that. So thank you, Yaroslav, for sharing us such an informative, in such an informative way, very complex topic with such an easy explanation. You nailed it. The plot twist, it was interesting. I enjoyed it. Thank you. And how? You're very good at engaging with audience. Like, you ask questions, you asked about opinion. Sometimes you asked about, translate me this word, please translate me. If it was the way to engage with audience, that was great. But if you forgot words, probably you need to pay more attention to your material and be ready better. It depends on what the purpose was. I noticed that it worked as it worked. If you use it intentionally, it's good. You used a lot of voice variety and good gestures. I noticed two of them, and they powered your statements. You said it cut at half, and this gesture. It showed the statement. We will not only hear but see too. And you said something about 20,000 of deaths or something like that, as you remember. But there were much more possibilities to use voice variety to empower statements, because this topic contains a lot of shocking numbers, details. Mm-hmm. So you have to scare us. So yeah. Basically, if you have to remember like one or two things from my evaluation, remember this one. The plot twist with good title and important content worked perfectly. Thank you very much for that. Informative way and a lot of facts, good too. Thanks.
Thank you. 1 minute of silence, please. 1 minute of silence is over, and I am ready to call to the stage next participant of evaluation contest, who is Artem Pavlii. Please welcome. Artem Pavlii with his evaluation.
Thank you. Before I begin the evaluation proper, I would like to thank Yaroslav personally for selecting a topic near and dear to my heart. Thank you. That's not funny. I like the way you approached the delivery of the speech. You came on stage very confidently. You start with an opening question. You address the whole audience. The way you talk to the audience, you don't talk at them, you talk with them. That's a very important skill for a public speaker. You address the audience and you request a response, which is a very, very good skill. You do it magnificently. I like the way you confirm the terms that you are maybe not sure that the audience gets, especially in English. You use the Ukrainian translation to make sure that the audience gets the message. This is far more important than being proficient in English and using heavy words with nobody understanding you. So use that. That's very, very good. I like the idea that you provided a good advice to the audience, that we should care about our health, that we should not ignore the symptoms that we get. That's a very, very good advice and a good message. With that said, there are some points I would like you to address if you ever to re-deliver this speech. First, I would like to make sure that you pronounce your abbreviations correctly and very deliberately, because CVD is very different from CBD, which is cannabis.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, be very careful. Also, if you're building a speech on a factual topic based on facts, you should get your facts straight. Cardiovascular disease does not equal heart attack. Heart attack is one thing. Cardiovascular diseases are a whole range of diseases that may lead to heart attacks. They can also lead to strokes. They can also lead to other health issues, like kidney failures or whatever. But use the facts correctly. Also, again, very difficult topic to deliver in English because a lot of medical terms. So if you use terms, double check that you use them correctly, but pronounce them correctly. So you wouldn't have to clarify what you're telling to the audience. And your call to action, don't get on the list. While good in a metaphysical sense, I would suggest making a call to action somewhat more actionable. Do a checkup. Check your health. How good are you now? How good is your health? How good is your joints? Good. Kidneys, liver. You have a lot of organs that can fail you. Please check up on them once in a while. That's not so hard, right? So this call to action might be better than that. With that said, thank you so much. Thank you for your attention.
1 minute of silence.
Проход, и все дізнаєшся. То туди устроїла.
So 1 minute of time is over, and I'm ready to call to the stage next participant of evaluation contest, who is Dmytro Nazarenko. Please welcome. This is his evaluation.
Thank you very much. Now, first of all, well, as usual, this is actually my usual impression of Yaroslav's speeches, is that they are always very vivid and always engaging the audience. So this round of applause is for you for maintaining this very unique style of yours of giving speeches. There are many other things that I absolutely loved in your delivery and in your speech generally. So the idea was clear, fairly good delivery once again, relevant for the audience. It is actually relevant because cardiovascular diseases due to stress, due to war-related, psychiatric issues have become quite, these things have become quite an issue in this country due to the conditions we are enduring, regardless of age. So this is a thing that needs to be admitted, in my opinion. You started with a hook question. That is a very good way of capturing the audience's attention in one fell swoop, in one sentence, almost in one word, in a few words. I'm pretty sure that at the beginning, at least I had this impression, so I'm pretty sure a significant part of the audience also had this feeling that, as soon as you started with the question, have you ever felt like you're the number one? So a lot of people thought that this speech should be all about positivity and it should be quite a light-hearted speech and so on. Instead, we've seen a very unexpected plot twist from positivity to cardiovascular diseases, which did not at all, in my opinion, impair the quality of your speech, at all. What would I improve if I were you? Obviously it could be hard to understand if native speakers of English were listening to your speech. There are quite a few words that have been, mispronounced or used incorrectly. So, my obvious advice here would be to use dictionaries to check beforehand how that word is pronounced, how it is used, etc. Now with all of the capacities that AI now has, I mean that is also another way of keeping this aspect of your speech top notch. But that's one issue. There is one aspect that and there is another aspect that I absolutely adored, is a clear call to action, and which would be relevant for everybody regardless of age, as I mentioned. Thank you very much.
Now we have 2 minutes of silence for judges to fill their ballots, and also we have voting in Google form for People Choice Awards. Please vote. So 2 minutes of silence.